fly out.
They screaming peace when there ain't no peace. Israel prophesying in the streets. Look at me, the center of attention. Black Messiah coming with a vision. Coming with a vengeance. Black Messiah coming with a vengeance. They screaming peace, it ain't no peace. We prophesying in the streets. We seeking peace in the streets of Babylon. Brandishing Glock 40s, tucking heat like a carry-on. Sinning against the fathers, got 'em sleeping, not napping on. Christ the King revealed, that's aerial phenomenon. Kicking against the bricks, lose your soul when that fire come. We purify better than gold, got my Bible on. And that's all that I know, when Babylon gon' fall, watch it blow, ayy. Switching it up, the nation's gon' drink it, I'm talking the cup. Don't care what you thinking, believe in the gospel. The God is thinking, the fires of heaven gon' gather for dinner. The ear of the flesh, the wicked, the sinner. Your mama, your sister, your daddy, your cousin can get they issue. If they mind, they don't repent.
So what we're showing is who we are according to the Bible. Now right here, where do you see yourself on the sign? Right here on the left side is what society calls us, the white man calls us, and they gave us. And right here on the left side is what God gave us. Where you see yourself? Where? African American? Alright, so you be from the tribe of Judah. That's the tribe you come from. So what's your name, by the way? Elijah? Alright, that's a righteous name. That's a godly name. Alright, so what we're showing is who we are according to the Bible. We're showing that now, I was just talking about Halloween. That's a custom that we're not supposed to be keeping.
Right.
So are you going to be celebrating Halloween? Do you celebrate Halloween? Why not?
I just don't celebrate. Like, I'm getting too old for it.
Alright, all praise. But that's a custom that our people still celebrate that God said not to be doing. Now today, let me ask you, what today is? According to the Bible, what are you supposed to be doing today?
Today, the second day of what? I don't know how to put it, but it's the day before October. I mean, the Halloween.
Right. All right. What I'm saying is, this is a law in the Bible that we're supposed to be keeping, which is the Sabbath day. Have you ever heard that? All right. That's the fourth commandment. They say They say talk about the 10th commandment. God said the 10th commandment the fourth commandment we supposed to be keeping. Go back to there right quick. Exodus chapter 20. Now, this is the custom that we supposed to be keeping, that God tells us to keep today. Now, right now, there's a law where God said that we're not supposed to be buying or selling. The reason why is we need to take our mindset off money. Because we constantly always think about money, especially as men. We constantly, hey, I got to get this, I got to pay this, I got to do this, do that. God said this day, you don't need to be thinking about that. Read that.
The book of Exodus chapter 20 and verse 8. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. 6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work. But the 7th day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God.
So God said 6 days shall you labor from Sunday to Friday. From Sunday to Friday, you're supposed to be getting everything together. Go ahead and pay your bills, pay this, go ahead and get gas, all that. But the 7th day, the 7th day
is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God.
So today is the 7th day. So that's the day for the Lord. That's the day you're not supposed to be doing nothing. Read on.
In it thou shalt not do any work, thou, nor thy son, nor thy daughter, thy manservant, nor thy maidservant, nor thy cattle, nor thy stranger that is within thy gates. So
God said that the 7th day you don't supposed to be doing nothing. Do everything that you got to do. But when you wake up, don't do nothing. If you got a wife, your kids, have them clean up the house. They don't need to be messing up nothing, playing around. Nobody knows supposed to be moving. Y'all supposed to be congregating and getting together on how you supposed to deal with your problem for the next following week. Hey, if you got parental issues, you got kids? Alright, so you got a wife, so on and so forth. Alright, well, that's the things that you supposed to be getting together. Get all your issues, financial issues, all that. You don't need to be thinking about that. You need to get all that out the way. So, this is something that our pastor, do you go to church?
Yeah, but not like this.
Not recently. Alright, this is something your pastor's supposed to be teaching. This is something he's supposed to be teaching. Read that.
The book of Nehemiah chapter 10 and verse 31. And if the people of the land bring ware or any victuals on the Sabbath day to sell, that we would not buy it of them on the Sabbath day.
So God said, so you see how these stores are open? On the Sabbath day, all these stores are supposed to be open. All these businesses supposed to be closed. Because it's the Sabbath day. So God said, since it's the Sabbath day, we don't need to be buying from them. Like us, we don't buy nothing on the Sabbath day. We do that before, we did all that yesterday. Read on.
Or on the holy day, and that we will leave out the 7th year and the exaction of every debt.
Alright, so God said that we're not supposed to be doing it. So like, you're about to go up there and get some what? Some gas? Well, you're not supposed to be doing that. You're breaking the laws of God. Have you ever been taught that? You've never been taught that. So that's something that you're supposed to be doing. So did Christ keep the Sabbath day? Did Christ keep the Sabbath day? So you're supposed to be walking after Christ, right? We're supposed to be taught how to walk after Christ. Go to Luke chapter 4, verse 16. Let's see if Christ kept that law. Read that.
The book of Luke, chapter 4, verse 16. And he came to Nazareth, where he had been brought up, and his custom was he went to the synagogue on the 7th day and stood up for to read.
So you had Christ, he came in at the church on the Sabbath day. So just like right now, you're supposed to be in church right now. You're supposed to be congregating. So whatever problems you're supposed to be, you going through, you need to learn, that's what you're supposed to go to. You're supposed to go to the Bible. Any issues you go to the Bible first. But some of our people, some of our brothers, they react off emotions.
Right.
What happened? Blood touches blood. You start killing your brother. You start showing anger to your brother. Are we supposed to be doing that? But if you got a problem with a brother, if I had a problem with you, if you had a problem with me, what you supposed to do? You supposed to come to me about the problem. Hey, I heard you said this about me, like, you got a problem with me? Like, nah, bro. But you go off what somebody else said, and now you get emotional, and now you got some type of art with your brother. But we're supposed to be coming to the Sabbath day just like Christ did. And read on.
And there was delivered unto him the book of the prophet Isaiah. And we opened the book, he found the place where it was written, the Spirit of the Lord is upon me, because he had appointed me to preach the gospel to the poor. He has sent me to heal the brokenhearted, to preach the deliverance to the...
So that's what we are, the poor. We are the brokenhearted. The same thing that Christ is doing, that's what we're doing. He went out on the street on the Sabbath day teaching the same thing that we teaching. We following after his footsteps. So you're supposed to be keeping the Sabbath day doing the same thing. Go to Exodus 35. This is what no cooking. So this is some of the things that I'm gonna give you some more laws on about the Sabbath day, where we supposed to be keeping. This is other things that we're supposed to be learning going in church. Read that.
The book of Exodus, chapter 35, verse 3. Ye should kindle no fire throughout your habitations upon the Sabbath day. And Moses spake unto all the congregation of the children of Israel.
Okay, so he's talking about the children of Israel. So we're not supposed to be kindling fire, and that means we're not supposed to be cooking. Cooking is still a form of working. We're not supposed to be doing that. Now you kindle fire, you're trying to keep yourself warm, that's fine. That's all fine. You can, but do not cook. God said you get all that prepared before the Sabbath. Right. You go in and get your bills, your finance issues, do all that before that.
Shalom, Israel. This is Bishop Nathaniel. I want you to know that you can view all our Sabbath classes live on IUIC TV. That's right, I said on IUIC TV. Download the app today. Shalom.
So now, let me ask you another thing. I know you're busy, you gotta go. Go to the curse, Deuteronomy 28. So, one of the things that God said that, do you believe that you're a child of God? So you know you're a children, you're from the tribe of Judah. This is one of the 12 tribes of Israel. Deuteronomy 28, verse 15. This is what God said to us.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken to the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee, and I will take thee.
So God said that if we don't keep his laws, statutes, commandments, do what he tell us to do, he was going to curse us. Now, is a curse a good thing or a bad thing? It's a what? It's a bad thing.
Right.
So let's see something, a curse that God put upon us. Read on.
Cursed shall thou be in the city, and cursed shall thou be in the field.
So God said that we was going to be cursed in the city. How are we cursed in the city?
What's going on right now?
What's going on right now?
You ask me what's going on?
Yeah, what's going on within our community, in our city?
Blacks killing on black, black on black killing.
Exactly. Right.
A whole bunch of other stuff.
Right. So with everybody that's on this sign, Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans, wherever you go to in their city, in their neighborhoods, the same thing's gonna be going on throughout the world. Wherever you go to, you go to New York, you go to Chicago, you go to London, you go to Africa. Everywhere you go, we're gonna be in the same condition. It said we're gonna be cursed in the city and cursed in the what?
Cursed that shall be in the field.
So cursed shall we be in the field. Now what happened in slavery in the field? What happened right here? What's going on right here in the field?
I got you.
What is our people doing right here? What are our people doing right here? Hold up some more. Slavery, doing slavery. What are our people picking?
No crops for them.
Yeah, that's cotton. We picking crops. We the tobacco fields. You got the sugarcane field. All those things. That's a curse. Now, what nation went through the same thing that we went through? The Chinese happen that? Did that happen to Chinese? What about Japanese? What about the Arabs? None of that happened to them.
Right.
But this happened to Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Read on.
Cursed shall thou be. Cursed shall be thy basket and thy store. Cursed shall thou be the fruit of thy body, and the fruit of thy land.
So God said, "Cursed shall be our basket, our stores." So how are we cursed within our stores? Go to Haggai 1:8. How are we cursing our stores? I know it's cold. It's getting a little cold right now. But this is something that I really want you to know. This is something that God really wants you to know, because we forgot about this. And now they're taking our history out of the school system, and the church is not teaching this. So now they're about to erase everything with what is the 1619 program, where they're about to erase all Black history. They're not going to teach you. You're not going to know about Martin Luther King. You're not going to know nothing about Malcolm X, the Black Panther movement. All that is about to be erased out of the school system. Because now they're saying that Black history, Hispanic and Native American history offends white kids, the white students. So since it offends them, we're going to erase all Black history. So that's something that we're trying to teach you right now. So now, back to how we curse with our basket. Read that. Haggai 1:8.
The book of Haggai, to the 1 verse 8.
Verse 6.
Verse 6. Ye have sown much and bring in little. Ye eat, but ye have not enough.
So now, God said you sow. That means you work. How hard you work every week? How many hours you work? 30?
I do. You know, I gotta go to school.
All right, cool. So you do all that. You go to school as well. You're trying to work hard to make money and to go to school. Now, when you get your paycheck, where your paycheck go to?
Bills, shoes, clothes, all that.
All right, so how much you have left over? Not much, not a damn thing. You can't even buy, you don't even have enough to put money. You got money, you got to try to have enough to put for gas for the next 2 weeks. Then you gotta make money. You gotta have enough money to eat. You gotta have enough money to buy clothes, to do this and do that. You don't have enough money to do nothing. That's a curse for you to have to do that. Well, all of us do that every single day, every single week. Living bi-weekly, that's a curse, bro. Go back to the read on. No, yeah, read on.
Ye drink, but ye are not filled with drink.
So you drink, but you're not filled with drink. So you drink. Now some of my people, hey, now look how much they went up on a case of water. How much a case of water used to be?
Probably like some cents, thing.
Like $2 for 2 packs for 32 packs. It used to be about $3. Now they jumped up to $8 for a case of water. They tell you go to Walmart just buy like 2 cases of water. They tell you gotta get 1 per family, 1 per basket. That's a curse. You can't even have enough money to get this, to get that. You have to compromise on, oh, should I get this type, this much food, then get this, oh, I gotta get this, I gotta get that. You have to think about that. But when you start with white people, with Arabs, Chinese people, they ain't got to do that. They got their own business. If they need food, they can go to their grocery stores and grab whatever the hell they want, but not with us. Go back to the curse. Deuteronomy.
The book of Deuteronomy 28, verse 18. Cursed shall be the fruit of thy body, and the fruit of thy land, the increase of thy kind, and the flocks of thy sheep.
So the fruit of our body is talking about our kids. Even though you might not have kids, but you got nieces and nephews, guess what? Those still your kids. Those still, every child that's come out here, guess what? We still look out for them. Even though you, in your community, hey, look out for them. If you know this is your, you might have a problem with your neighbor, and you might see your neighbor child out. Or you see somebody come back and talk to them like, hey, you gonna say something, right? You still looking out for your brother. That's still your fruit.
Right.
That's what, he got kids. That's still my child. I still gotta look out for that child. Read on.
Cursed shall thou be when thou comes in, and cursed shall thou be when thou goes out.
So you gonna be, when you coming into the world, you still gonna be cursed. When you born, you still cursed. Cause what they gonna do? They gonna try to shoot you up with shots. They gonna do all these things, try to kill you, try to harm your children. They tell your child, oh, now they trying to teach mothers not to breastfeed their children, the kids. Why would you tell? That's the natural use for a child. The child needs breast milk, and then you tell the mother, don't breastfeed the child. Don't give what the God created the woman body for to give the child. Don't do that. And curse shall you come in, and curse shall you go out. So even when you die, you still gonna be cursed. You still gonna be cursed when you die, because when you die, you gonna have to leave your kids. Your kids gonna be still in debt to what you left behind. All the inheritance, they gonna be left. They gonna be left with that. Your fruit that you bring in, your kids, when you die, they gonna be left to with your curse, with your debt and all that goes on. So now, verse 32. Verse
32. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people, and thy eyes shall look and fail with look longing for them all the day long. And so
now, God said, remember, God said that we was going to be cursed. Curse is a bad thing. These are the things that God said was going to be happening in our community. That's how you know that the Bible is a real book. It's our Bible that's at my bed. That's what's happening to us today. Read that over again.
Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people, and thy eyes shall look and fail with longing for them at all the day long.
So now God said that our children shall be given unto another people. What is happening right here? This is actually true. These are actually real pictures that was going on. They were showing displayed in newspapers back then. They're doing what? Giving the what? The child. You got the mother right here, and the child right here. They're giving to another. They're auctioning off to another nation of people. Who they auctioning with this black woman out to?
Black family, white family.
Right, to another nation. The white people, the Arab people. We were sold to other nations of people. Same thing right here. Look at we being auctioned out. That's how you know this is a true book. This not happened to our Arabs. This happened to the Hispanics. Hispanics, 1492, this happened to them. They were sold before we came over there. That's happened to them. The Native Americans. That happened to them way before it happened to us.
Right.
That's how you know this is talking about us, that this is a real book.
We used to scream black power while Heron was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission, minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold, from Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.